Good morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. I'm Joe Jaquin, CEO of the Patriot Trading Group, and welcome to Thursday. It is my final day here at the mothership, the KHNC studios. I will be hopping on an airplane and heading back down to Phoenix, but I'll be here at about 2 o'clock. About 2 o'clock today. I know some more people want to come in and say hello. Can't thank you all enough. It's been a great trip. I'll be back. It won't be as long this time. Now that the COVID thing is winding itself down, we're planning another return here. I'll be returning with Bradley Dean on June 28th. So if you want to mark that down in your calendars, that's the next time I'll be up here. It's been a fantastic trip. Met so many great people. It's so funny. Some people, they've been buying gold from Patriot for 25 years. And actually met two of them for the first time. It's always good to put a face to the voice, and it's why we're so much different than everybody else out there. We have hundreds and thousands of customers that have been customers of ours for 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. Usually, once you find us, you just stop going anywhere else because, we treat you with honesty and respect. We treat you fairly every single time. We don't play games. We don't have time for it. We don't have the staff to play games. So anyway, I want to thank everybody. It was a great trip. A lot of great things happening. Tomorrow we're going to be inputting all kinds of new spots. We got a bunch of new advertisers. We got a bunch of new shows coming. And it just keeps getting better and better out there. Our sales guys are out there right now, pounding the streets. So if you want to get in while the rates are still good, call us here, 970-587-5003. Of course, this is the Patriot Radio News Hour. Our toll-free number at Patriot, 800-951-0592. The website, allamericangold.com. And, yesterday, I got to thank my customers. Because it's always hard. You travel and, you're in the hotel. The bed's not the same and you're just not comfortable. You don't sleep that well. I have a super, super hard mattress at home. As firm as possible. The mattress at the hotel I was at was like the exact opposite. And man, I'm going to tell you, I have slept like crap, just to put it mildly. I was telling Jason yesterday, I'm so exhausted, and yet I just couldn't go to sleep. And then last night, I'm not kidding, it's already 10 o'clock. And I know, 10 o'clock. Believe me, 10 o'clock's like way past my bedtime. And it dawns on me, wait a minute. I can't tell you how many listeners and customers that use our CBD products to help them sleep. I don't use it for that. I take my CBD in the morning because it just helps with my inflammation. I'm older. I've got all the war wounds, the sports injuries. So I got a lot of inflammation, and that's what I take it for. The CBD helps me with my inflammation. I can go play a round of golf and not have to pop 20 Advils. I can play pickleball. I can go bowling. But I take it in the day. When I wake up, when I get ready to leave for work. So I get out of bed. And I say, all right, and and I've got the 3,000 milligram tincture. And I do what I always do. I just give the dropper a squeeze. And it fills it up like about halfway. And I just put it under my tongue. I go back into my bed. And I'm waiting, I've got the TV on just for noise. And I'm not kidding you. Within 15 minutes, TV's off. I'm out. And I didn't get up again until about 3 o'clock, which I'm always up at 3 o'clock because I got to go pee. So, I blame it on that stupid commercial. So anyway, thank you to the listeners. Listen, try them out. It will help you. I don't care if you got inflammation. Maybe you just got a lot on your mind and you're getting kind of stressed out, or if you're looking for, you don't sleep well. So many different things. The retinol cream, if you want to look like a Kardashian, obviously, I should go by Joe Kardashian. I was being what was it called? What's it called? Web stream, live stream, whatever it was. I was on that. Am I on it now? Kinda, a little bit. Jack's like giving me signals. I don't know. Anyway, go to 1360KHNC, hit the shopping cart button. Remember, put KHNC in the promo code box. Save $5 on the order. If you haven't tried it, give them a shot. Listen, I know it can help you. I told the story about my son, who, by the way, I'm so proud. My older son, he's working at Northwestern Mutual. This is week 2. He's in the office. He's making phone calls and helping people out, getting the other side. I help you out with your gold and silver. My kid's helping you out with the rest of your portfolio, the insurance and all those other things. But he's a football player, like both of my kids are. But right before he came to watch my younger son graduate, his shoulder popped out while he was lifting, and there's been a lot of information in there. He used my lotion and just loved it. Thought it was the best thing. 1360KHNC, hit the shopping cart button. Don't forget the promo code. When we get back, gold rallying again. Don't touch that dial. 800-951-0592. A little birdie said that we're streaming on the Patriot YouTube channel. Wow. I don't know. I can't keep up. But I'm somewhere out there. Just go try to find me. 800-951-0592. I don't know where to start. We had jobless claims today. They were a little lower. I mean, but there's still a lot of problems. Without a doubt. Weekly jobless claims 444,000 filed for unemployment for the very first time. I wonder how many of those were people that said, okay, you know what, I'll go back to work. Went back to work and then got themselves out of work real quick. I don't know. Just seems like with 8 million job openings, how can we have 444,000 people looking for work? That was better. Yeah, I mean, better. Last week, it was 478. Still, that's still 200,000+ a week too many. But the bigger problem, 16 million people still on the extra unemployment claims. Let's see. We'll watch this over the next couple of weeks because I'll be very interested to see. Most of the Republican states have said, okay, you know what? We're not going to give you the extra $300 unless you meet certain criteria. Where in the blue states, you're unemployed, you get it no matter what. So it'll be interesting. We should start seeing the effect of that in next week's data and definitely in the weeks after. So we'll pay attention to that. How about this one? You want to defund the police? Do you think that we should just allow for the law and order to be thrown to the wayside? How about this one? According to the San Francisco Chronicle, and I've got a lot of friends in the Northern California area, a lot. They all tell me the same thing. No one even goes to San Francisco anymore. If you live there, you're like, yeah, no, pass. Walgreens has announced they are closing 17 locations and are shuttering their doors in San Francisco entirely now. And they said that the reason why is they're blaming Proposition 47, which lowered penalties for thefts of under $950 and sparked a dramatic increase in shoplifting across their stores. Listen, right? You know what they want. Hey, Walgreens, just let these people go in and take what they want. And this is so funny. They're still saying this is happening. And think about all the checks we're sending. I mean, in California, you can make $1,000 a week not going to work. Still too expensive. You still got to go shoplift at the Walgreens. They're saying that professional shoplifters, homeless people, and drug addicts are allowed to easily work the system and steal items under the threshold from store to store without penalty. Walgreens called the situation out of control. People are scared to even go in their stores. Seniors, people with disability, children. It's just everywhere. And they show these videos. These guys just jumping over the counter and taking whatever they want. The cost of business and shoplifting is staggering. Walgreens said as they closed 17 stores, they said they still have 53 stores open around the area, but are going to close more of them before the end of the year. Thefts at Walgreens in the city are 4 times the average of other stores across the country. The pharmacy chain says it spends 35 times more on security guards in the city than anywhere else in the country. Wow. Wow. Well, this is what it gets you, right? Look at every city that's defunded the police. Can we stop the madness yet? Can we? Is it possible? Listen, just like I tell you, we cannot just keep printing money out of thin air and expect nothing bad to happen. And it's happening again. How about this one's, it's getting bad. You know, yesterday I told you about farmers now. You know, everything's high tech, right? Every new combine, every new tractor, every new tiller, every new piece of equipment. I mean, it's got electrical components. It's computerized. And now all of the man from Deere and Case and all these others are saying, listen, get ready. We don't have any tractors. We don't have any combines. Today it was Ford. Ford's already went to pretty much half capacity. Well, guess what? It's gotten a lot worse. Ford Motor says it's going to halt or cut production at 8 North American plants. And they said from June, and they don't know how long. This is the bad part. Due to the ongoing shortage of chips in the semiconductor industry, affected vehicles. Now, this is the part that gets scary. The Ford Mustang, the Ford Escape. And you're like, okay, yeah, those are. How about this one? This is where Ford makes all of its money. The F-150. No more trucks? Right? Could you imagine? What do you think that's going to do? What do you think a used F-150 is doing today right now? Probably everyone's used F-150 probably just jumped up another $1,000, and by the end of June, probably going to be another $4,000. How about this? Remember the new Bronco? Which, by the way, have you seen the new Bronco? I've seen very few of them out there. Probably because they can't make any. They're shutting production down, saying we don't have the chips. Our team continues to make the most of the available semiconductor allocation. Oh, see, there's that word, allocation. Remember earlier last year when we first started having supply issues like with Silver Eagles, and I would say, well, we're on an allocation, right? That's when the bullion banks would say, hey, this is how many cases you can have this week. You know what comes after allocation? You don't get any. That's what comes next. They're saying they're trying to find unique solutions. Apparently, they're not working. I wonder what that's going to cost. How many jobs is that going to affect? The Chicago assembly plant in Illinois will go down the week of May 31st and will operate on a very reduced schedule on June the 7th. Flat Rock assembly plant in Michigan, same story. Dearborn truck plants in Michigan and Kansas City. Truck line will be down not only for the week of May 31st, the week of June the 7th, will operate on a significantly reduced schedule June 14th. The Hermosillo plant in Mexico will shut down completely the weeks of June 21st and June 28th. Wow. The Louisville plant in Kentucky. Wow, listen to this. It's going to be down from May 31st through mid-July, which includes an already scheduled summer shutdown period. So think about this. I don't know which vehicle they make at the Louisville plant, but Ford just said, hey, listen, we're just shutting down for the next month and a half at best. Oakville Assembly Complex in Canada will be down May 31st through June 28th. The Ohio Assembly Plant, I don't mean to laugh. Wow, this is where, so on this one, they're only going to produce the Super Duty chassis and medium duty trucks. That's it. Now, I don't know which one. They aren't saying what ones aren't being produced, but you kind of get the picture. You know, just think about what that does. Because listen, General Motors is going to make that announcement any day now, right? Toyota's going to make that announcement. Honda, Nissan, right? They're all going to be making these announcements. Which means what? The price of these vehicles, and already I was talking, matter of fact, I was talking to one of the car guys here. He's picking up product yesterday. And he was laughing. He goes, Joe, you're so right. There's nothing out there. Everything is selling for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 above sticker. And now used prices, they're already at all-time record highs. They're going to get a lot higher. They're going to get a lot higher. But we're not done. Shipping containers, which are already at all-time record highs. One, what do I want to say? Container ship of crude oil. Just to give you a perspective. Now cost $200,000 to deliver. So think about the price of crude. You're like, okay, well, we got $65 for the barrel, but then you got to, wait a minute, we got to get the barrel there. I mean, now that's another $200,000. The containers, they thought that container prices peaked at about $4,000. Then they went to $5,000. Then they went to $6,000. They're now at $10,000 and still rising. They're saying that a price of coal in China was about $125 per ton, and the producer break-even was $60, meaning the transportation cost to get the coal cost more than it was to actually get the coal out of the ground. Wow. Woo. They're saying capsize rates, and I'm not even sure what that is about $40,000 a day. They're saying freight rates would need to rise 7 times to around 300,000 per day before the economics are completely destroyed by freight costs. So there you go. We got a little room. See, this is the problem. Right? We're like, oh my gosh, look how much it is. But then they say, hey, don't worry. It can go all the way to 300,000. Now at 300,000, okay, then it's all over. I'll keep you posted. I mean, this article goes on and on. The cost of delivering iron ore, $150. Well, that was at the beginning of the week. It's now $200 a ton. They're saying to produce a ton of iron ore, okay? Get it out of the ground, produce it, $30 to $40. It costs 5 times more to ship it now. And that's in Brazil. By the way, Australia, it's about $50. Yeah. We got a long way to go on this inflation thing. Patriot Radio News Hour. How much does your portfolio weigh? I'm going to help you add a little weight to that when we get back. We're back, Patriot Radio News Hour. That was pretty cool. We just had a couple of customers. You know what I love the best is when our existing customers bring in new customers. And that happens here all the time. And that only happens when you do things the right way. And here was the best part. These were younger guys. I mean, these guys were I don't know their exact age, but I'm thinking, mid-20s to 30. There's a whole new wave coming. There's more millennials out there. They're starting to get it. They're starting to wake up. They're starting to see the picture. They understand what's going on. All these cliches, they're true, though. There's no such thing as a free lunch. It doesn't exist. And we're creating a society that is completely dependent upon the government, and everybody's looking for a way out. All over the world, they're looking for a way out. Gold's the way. I know cryptos may be sexy, but gold's the way out. By the way, the Treasury Department coming out, major announcement on crypto. I'll get to it in a minute. I've got 3 items. I'm going to sell them one at a time. I may only sell one today, depending on how it goes. I'm going to start with what I think's the best item. I've got 30 XF $20 gold pieces. Now, what does that mean, XF? That is the grade right below almost uncirculated. And AUs, I mean, when you buy AU coins, you're like, wow, they're really, really nice. These ones, and I was talking to the wholesaler today, and he's like, these could pass as AUs. But these are XF $20 gold pieces. I'm going to say they're Liberties, but I'm not sure. They could be Saints, but these are all XFs. But it's all about price. And that's really the big important thing here. 21.25. So not only are you getting a higher grade, you're saving I think 20s are 21.75. So this is $50 off. But there's only 30 of them. Whoever, I'm putting no limits. You can buy 1, you can buy 10, you can buy them all. 800-951-0592. Gold's up a dozen, 1882. And depending on where you look, it's either up $1 or up 12. It's 1882. The spot is 1882. Yesterday, remember, gold rallied into the 1880s yesterday. After the New York market closed, the Fed minutes came out from weeks ago. And, of course, remember, we don't see anything, and maybe we're going to taper. We'll talk about that next. But I gotta address this crypto thing. So remember last month, Janet Yellen lashed out. And this probably tells you why I like crypto, because Janet Yellen hates it. She hates gold more. But she said, hey, listen, crypto's nothing more than a criminal organization, right? It's all people doing illegal things. The Treasury just announced a new set of rules about reporting crypto transfers because they claim that cryptocurrencies already poses a significant detection problem by facilitating illegal activities, broadly including tax evasion. See, just like cash. Oh, cash is bad, right? Cash, oh, you're a drug dealer, you're a terrorist, or you're just a bad person trying to avoid taxes. Oh, and it carries COVID. Let's not forget that one. And now the crypto, same thing. Oh, you're just a bad person. As with cash transactions, oh, there it is. This is part of their measure. As with cash transactions, businesses that receive crypto assets with a fair market value of more than $10,000 need to be reported. Oh, maybe that's why Elon Musk said, nah, we're not taking Bitcoin. There it is, baby. And again, it's just going to keep happening. Listen, they only want to do one thing. They want to track everything we do. Period. They want to tell us what we can buy. They want to tell us how we can buy it, right? They want to tell us that we need to be vaccinated, when we need to wear a mask, when we need to go to the bathroom, what day of the week we can go to the store. I mean, you name it. And just another example here. Now, they don't have to prove it. Prove to me that this is true. They just make these claims. They just make them up. Where's all the facts? Show me all the people you've prosecuted that have done all this illegal stuff. All they want to do, Janet, is get rid of the currency you helped kill. Janet Yellen may be the evilest woman on the planet. And I mean that. And I don't say that lightly. She has been, listen, a big proponent of devaluation of the dollar. Huge. She supported all of the spending. Think about it. Now first she was head of the Fed. Now she's the head of the Treasury. And again, what is she doing? Systematically. She was one of the main drivers of going after cash. Because you got to remember, before she was head of the Fed, she was head of the San Francisco Federal Reserve Bank. I told you this was going to happen to crypto. I told you. It's too good. It's another way to try to get away from it. You can't escape them. They're everywhere. Listen, the devaluation that we're going to see, it's going to be like, I can't put it into words because I've never experienced it. You know, in the 70s growing up, I was just a kid. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you you put charts up and you start comparing like the roaring 20s and racial, or not racial, but inequities amongst wealth, right? The very, very few wealthy and a whole lot more poor. The inflation of stock prices, the inflation of commodity prices. We're talking about, look, there's a shortage in like everything. It all started with that stinking toilet paper. It's toilet paper's fault. Now the farmers can't even get a tractor to get the food out of the ground. Don't worry, it's fine. Only going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to ship it, so what could possibly be wrong? 800-951-0592. Get those 20s while they're still available. 800-951-0592. Bitcoin was trying to rally. Was up back above 43,000. Now back below 39,000. The Treasury Department, any Bitcoin transfer more than $10,000. Yep. the IRS would like to speak to you as well. Why are we surprised? Of course we're not. Get your gold put away. I don't know how many's left of the 20s. We have 30 of these XF20s that were really AU quality at 21 1/4. That's the lead pipe lock of the week by a million miles. That's $50 off. That's $50 lower, and it's actually a better quality coin than what we normally sell at 800-951-0592. We are live streaming on the Patriot YouTube channel. By the way, we've got a KHNC YouTube channel. We're just getting it up. We're just getting that up. That's coming soon as well. Thank you guys for all the comments. Ramon, he's so great. Ramon is our producer in Phoenix, and we don't talk about this guy enough. He's an absolute stud. Absolute stud. And he sent me an email with all the comments. Thank you guys. We'll do more streaming stuff, especially here at 1360. I'm not here a lot, but when I'm up here, we'll be doing more of that in the future as well. If I had the 20s, I would show you a picture. Everything's so incredibly busy here. I will say this. The Colorado office, I'm whispering because I don't want the Phoenix listeners to hear this. The Colorado office has 10-ounce silver bars. 10-ounce silver bars, Colorado office. Call 800-951-0592. I'm not even going to give you the price. Sorry, Phoenix. It's Colorado only on that deal. But the 20s is for everybody. XF $20 gold pieces. 18 of them. No, I'm sorry. I don't know. Scratch that. 21 1/4. Save $50. I don't know how many are left. So scratch the 18. That may or may not be true. Where are we going next? Oh, how about this one? I told you there was a chicken shortage. I wasn't making it up. When I went to Popeyes 2 weeks ago, they didn't have my sandwich. The third largest chicken producer has run out of chicken wings. Could you imagine? Buffalo Wild Wings has got to close down because there's no wings. Right? What do you mean you're closed? We don't got any wings. Well, what do you got? Nothing. At this point, shortages from microchips to potato chips forcing American business to adjust to higher prices and supply shocks. Well, guess what? I already told you, when I get back to Phoenix, I'll go see my buddy. He runs the bar that I like to go to. I'll ask him. Remember, I asked him a month ago. Chicken wings were $88 a case. They went to $160 a case. I'll tell you on Monday. If I remember, I'll tell you on Monday what they are now. Sanderson Farms. You've seen them in your supermarkets. The third largest poultry producer in the United States is likely recommending to suspend plans for plant expansion because prices from everything to lumber and steel and concrete to plastic and copper and machinery and labor were skyrocketing. So Sanderson Farms is like, listen, we were thinking about expanding, but everything's too expensive. Well, guess what? They're running out of chicken wings. I need a plant to open up next week. Problem is, it's not a good time to be building. Chief Executive Joe Sanderson told Bloomberg, we're totally sold out. We've had people call us to service them, and we cannot take on any more business. And that's not a good place. This is the third largest, and I mean, let's face these guys are huge. There's only three. There's probably more than that, but I mean, you know what I mean. They said construction of new chicken plants was expected to begin in the first half of this year. They put that on hold. And they said that we're going to leave them on hold until everything gets cheaper. You know what? I got a funny feeling that's going to happen. In another couple of months, Sanderson's going to be building these new chicken plants because they're going to realize, oh, wait a minute, nothing is getting cheaper. Meanwhile, the White House and the Fed downplayed blistering inflation. And they're saying that the costs are just up, up, up. Steel costs, just every day they're going up. And now we're running out of food. How can we be out of chicken wings? Right? There was one thing. Okay, toilet paper. I didn't understand the toilet paper thing. But it's not like we're going to the store and everyone's buying up all the chicken. We can't even supply what we have right now. What do you think's going to happen? I know, when you run out of stuff, that's right, I forgot. It's economic law. When you don't have enough of something, prices go down. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. Only a jackass thinks that happens. That's exactly who we've got in the White House, and that's exactly who we got at the Treasury, and that's exactly who we got running the Fed. 800-951-0592. Final segment coming up. 800-951-0592. I'm assuming all the girls in Phoenix are on the phone. I was trying to see if we had any 20s left. If we do, they're $21.25 for the XF $20 gold pieces. And I'm told they're right on the cusp of AU quality. So make sure you pick those up while you still can, if you still can. Gold up 13, 1884 and rising. Silver up, what was silver up? 25 cents, 27.98 on silver. The Dow was rallying. The rally is starting to fade here a little bit, but still up 176 points. The big news of the day now, Janet Yellen, AKA the lunch lady, the evils. Listen, nobody wants to devalue your money more than her. Ripping into the crypto markets today, saying everybody's a criminal, just like anybody who uses cash is a criminal. Any crypto transfers of more than $10,000, got to fill out that IRS form. Yeah, the IRS would like to speak to you. That is not a surprise. Again, and I've told you this all along. Will crypto survive when we get to the digital currencies? Yes, but in a much different form. That's what I think. I think a lot of them go to nothing. Maybe Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe they stick around, but not the way, it won't be the way you wanted it to be. How's that for an answer? That's the best answer I can give you. But make no mistakes about it. The digital currency is coming. Because we've got too much debt. Look at what it's done. Right? Now we don't have chicken wings. I mean, there's one thing, we didn't have toilet paper. Now we don't have chicken wings. Now we don't have food. Shipping rates are through the roof. And so we got 11 left. There you go. Brittany just got me back. We got 11 20s left at 21.25. Thank you for that, Britt. 800-951-0592. Now gold's up 14. 1885. And again, we're early here. This is early in gold. When you start getting through the fake things, these shortages, this is a whole different animal. I mean, think about what Ford announced today. We're essentially shutting down our entire North American operation for weeks. Some parts of the operation are going to be shut for months. John Deere, Case, and the rest of them. Sorry, don't got any combines, don't got any tractors. Whoops. Oopsie. Shipping costs through the roof. This morning I saw corn prices, soybean prices, right? They're all up like 140% year over year. And every time we turn around and we find out about another shortage or another problem in the supply chain or something else, all it does is make everything even more expensive. 800-951-0592. God bless everybody, no matter where you're listening. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'll be back in the Valley of the Sun tomorrow.